Welcome once again to my flipped classroom, that is the online classroom. This time it's for the second semester NEP class. In your first semester, we did that paper, English Core Paper 1, which was English Literary and Social History. This time in your second semester, your paper is titled Forms, Genres and Concepts of English Literature. Forms, genres and concepts of English literature. That is the paper. So this is an introductory class. I'm trying to familiarize you with the paper, what you need to expect from the paper. So it's a first online class to supplement our offline classes. So semester 2 NEP, English Core Paper 2, Forms, Genres and Concepts of English Literature. Now this form and genres, here the two words are used synonymously, but forms is used in two different senses. In one sense, form means shape of a literary work. In another sense, it is used in the same way as genre. So we shall see what genre is. In your first semester, you studied the literary and social history of England. In doing so, I'm sure you got some idea what literature is. Now, literature, in a broad sense, means all kinds of writing. Any writing is called literature. But to us, we have a specific meaning of literature. Literature to us means imaginative and creative writing. Novels, poems, plays, these are what we consider as literature. Now that in our second semester, we shall be trying to get acquainted with different categories of literature. That is where the term genre comes. Now this term genre is originally a French word. And you know, English is a language which has borrowed words from different languages and many from French as well. One of those originally French words, which have come into the English language is genre. Now genre means type or class or category. So here we are dealing with literary categories, literary types. So different literary types. Of course, there will be, in extreme cases, there will be difficulties in categorizing literature into sharp compartments because there are hybrid forms or hybrid genres. Now those hybrid genres like tragicomedies, now even novels are written in verse. For example, Bikram Seth has written a novel in verse. So those that kind of hybridity is there. Still, on the whole, we can categorize literature into various forms or genres. What those are, you will get familiarized with such categories in this paper. That is what the purpose of this paper is: forms, genres, and concepts of English literature. Now, what are those genres? There are genres and subgenres. Some of them you will study most of them you will study in your paper. Now, earlier there was a tendency to categorize literary types based on who the speaker is. Based on that, we had these three: the lyric, the narrative, and the dramatic. So earlier there was a tendency of categorizing literature into these three genres. The lyric is where the utterance wholly is in the first person. The whole is uttered in the first person. That is the lyric genre. Then the narrative genre, what happens? Narrative means telling a tale. So the narrator tells and then the characters talk. In the dramatic, it is the characters who talk. So lyric, narrative, and dramatic. Now, of course, there's again a tripartite division, but slightly different. That is the division of genres that is done in criticism as well as in the university syllabi. Your syllabus, your paper two divides literature into those three genres. They are poetry, fiction, and drama. So these are the three genres, or these are the three types of literature that we will encounter. Poetry, in verse, this poetry will include narrative forms as well as lyric forms. It will include epics, for example. It will include sonnets. So that is one genre, poetic genre. Then fiction in the broad sense means anything that is inventive, any writing that is inventive, including prose and poetry. But today fiction means prose fiction, especially short story and the novel. So short story and the novel will come under the fiction genre. Then of course the dramatic genre is there. As we said, dramatic, where characters do all the talking, the dialogue. And under dramatic genre will come tragedy, comedy, as I said, tragic comedy as well, farce, melodrama, all kinds of drama. So that is what you will encounter in this particular paper. Genres means forms or categories or types. Now genres are categorized based on their shape, structure, as well as their subject matter, as we shall see. So forms and genres can be used synonymously. Earlier there were three genres. The lyric, based on who speaks in the lyric. It is the first person utterance throughout the work. Then in the narrative, the narrator speaks and then the characters do the talking. In the dramatic, all the talking is done by the characters. It is an enactment, not a narration. Today the tripartite division is slightly different. It's poetry, fiction, and drama. So poetry, your paper also has poetic genres or subgenres, fiction subgenres, short story and the novel, and dramatic subgenres. So we hope to meet again. We'll acquaint ourselves with those different genres of English literature. It will be interesting, it will be enlightening, I'm sure. So let's hope for our future meetings in online as well as offline modes. Thank you.